Okay, welcome back. All right, now it's important because what we're dealing with is he should be president during the delivery of the second cup. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, the first cup was the World Trade Centers coming down, all right, in New York, all right, good old double double, New York City here, all right. So the prophecy states in chapter 18, going down to verse 20 and 21, it talks about a millstone being delivered now. So the first part, which would be the first cup, see, as it says, double unto her, double according to her works. So what we have is a double event. And it's just uncanny that we even have the double name, nature, and then we have the double again with the twin towers. It just keeps going and going and going. So it's important to understand that the second cup has not yet been delivered, and the second cup is going to be the utter destruction of commercial Babylon. And why that's important is because it will symbolize the end of the old world order. And then as a result, it will symbolize the beginning of the new world order. And we have already established that it's the kings of the earth. You should go check Revelation chapter 17, verse 17, which literally states that God hath put into their hearts to fulfill his will. So who they are is the kings of the earth. So the kings of the earth, all right, those political rulers and controllers of this world are the ones who are causing this. So it's important to understand that the second cup has not yet been fulfilled. We're waiting on this second cup. And what I believe the second cup to be, it's synonymous with the first and second trumpet of should be chapter 8 in Revelation. The first and second trumpet should be the second cup, which is going to be what a lot of people think is that asteroid that comes from the sky, and what chapter or verse 21 and chapter 18 says is a millstone. We find it in chapter 8 as being something like a flaming mountain. So that has not yet happened yet. All right, and that's important to understand because it should happen during his presidency. And it's supposed to happen after that first trumpet blow. And like I've said before, we have already heard some sort of trumpet sound, or at least people are calling it that has been heard around the world. So here, incredibly, is that double connection. And this man should be directly connected to it because it should happen during the term of his presidency. And there's a verse that supports it that we'll talk about, and it's 2 Thessalonians. We'll talk about it here in a moment. But what I want to do is I want to run through here the rest of the connections with these doubles. Now we have the Barak double meaning. Now we have the second cup double, and then we have New York, where it happened double. The Twin Towers double. And then we have Barak's double meaning in his name, lightning. And then we had the connection to Lucifer here. And then we have the second meaning to his name, which means blasphemy, which connected us to these verses here, which would be 5 and 6, the double verses saying the same thing. Incidentally, this adds up to 11. Now, this numerology thing is a whole nother story. I can't go into the detail. But as we go down here, we find out, of course, he's connected once again with a double identity. Possibly we have him as Barry Soetoro or Barack Obama. And then, of course, the connection possibly here. And then here we have him as the 44th president, double fours. And then we have the connection here because there are two Babylons. You saw me equate New York City as Babylon, the second cup. Well, that's because it's commercial Babylon. There's two Babylons, ecclesiastical and then commercial. And then ecclesiastical has something to do with the church-like. And then, of course, the occult has the double or the dual natures everywhere. I'll be back.